Alright, back again. So where did we leave off last time? Should have just finished everything here and cleared out the inventories. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this shield. So we don't need it. We can use Lord Kilburn's shield for right now. It's a solid upgrade, and we can find a new shield whenever it becomes relevant. And it cleans up a little bit of our inventory. A little bit of inventory Tetris. And then we're going to go get rid of the statue and turn that quest in. All these potions. And there we go. Set. Those boots might be good. So I'm going to go ahead and get those identified now. Let's sell off. Actually, it might be magic. Oh, they are good. A lot of speed. Big upgrade. Might be something. That shield might be magic, actually. It is. Well, Lord Kilburn's shield didn't last very long. Guess we're just gonna keep hanging on to it. But we can sell off all this stuff. So, there we go. One more over here. That's probably not a good scroll. Where does the statue go? This one goes Sweetwater, Kriegspire, Dragon Sand, Mire the Damned, and Bootleg Bay. This is the Dragon Sand one. So right now it is July, which was luck. We already got that one. But the world respawned, so there's a few things we need to pick up real fast. And I think Dragon Sand also respawned. Drive by. The maps reset on different intervals. Apparently this one is 6 months. Dragon Sand, I think, is also a 6-month interval. Meaning we can loot those chests again, so we should probably go ahead. No, actually we don't need that. We need to go ahead and pick up telekinesis. So let's rest for 1 day so that we can teleport again. Town portal over to Freehaven. Don't think this map reset just yet. Freehaven, I want to say, is reset on a annual basis instead of 6 months. Spirit. We need to find mind. Telekinesis, I don't think actually scales at all with your skill points. So just 1 point and it'll be fine, and that'll let us use telekinesis for pretty much everything we need to use it for. This is Earth? That's Earth. Mine should be here somewhere. This was Spirit? No, that's Body. Spirit's over there. Wind, Fire. Try over here. That's water. Is it over here? That's a tavern. This is this should be the duelist edge, right? Greater disarm. We don't need that. So telekinesis is the reason. Smuggler's Guild. No, that's not it. We are going to pick up Merchant though. It's going to save us a good bit of money in the long run here. This is Duelist Edge. There we go. So now we get to pick up Bodybuilding. There we go. Still July. Out of mana. Well, that's weird. It's labeled incorrectly. Just looking for telekinesis, which doesn't seem to be here. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Should be another. Can't level up either. There we go. I don't know how often these reset. Doesn't look like it changed. Didn't change. Okay. Silver Cove. What we're looking for should be right over here somewhere. Magic supplies. Guild of Self. So this is a pretty generic spell shop for all the spirit magics. See, it has all the different schools in here, but not what we're looking for. So we're going to save Scum for just a minute until we get it. Cure Disease would be nice. Nothing here. Nothing again. Nah. It'll show up eventually. Nothing. No. This would be a little bit faster if we had a dedicated mine guild that I didn't already lock in. But it'll have to show up eventually. And then once it does, we'll have access to 2 new chests in Dragon Sand. So telekinesis is a pretty solid investment. I'm also assuming it can show up here. I'll give it one more try. If it doesn't show up, we'll just move on. We can come back and get telekinesis some other time. We have 6 months to get those chests. So it's not the end of the world if we don't get it right now. Going to Blackshire. I don't think there is anything here for those schools. There's there's not. Paris Valley. Wait a second. Sweetwater, Craigspire, Bootleg Bay, Mire of the Damned, and Dragon Sand. Well, it's gotta be Dragon Sand. We're gonna make sure we already got these chests. It shouldn't... It should have reset. Everything looks reset. There's the easiest way to figure it out. There's a chest right up here. It's gonna blast us, but we're gonna be okay. There we go. Dragon Sand is to the south in Abdul's village. I really want to know if they got reset or not. So let's... Oh, shoot. There's a couple of chests around here, so we can just double check them. They're the Titans. Oh, we overshot it. It's this way. Here they are. I'm gonna save in the sky in case we need to make a retreat. And there's the chest. Okay, so this didn't reset yet. This must reset on an annual basis. Oh shoot. Oh boy. Gotta micromanage that fly for right now. Once we get Air Master, that won't be a problem anymore. But we have to get Air Master first. Hermit's Isle. I think I might have confused myself. We need to stop by Hermit's Isle anyway. And Dragon Sand's just east of us. Over in Hermit's Isle, in this direction somewhere, there's the... I forget the name of it. It's the Fountain of Youth type thing. It resets any magical aging you might have gotten. At this time, we have none, which is good. But once we drop our Lloyd's Beacon here, we can use Divine Intervention as much as we want, and it'll never actually affect us. There we go. And we overshot the chest. Ah, got Titan in the way. We can still get it. Oh, it's not locked. And some fantastic armor and gear. I'm gonna double check that. There might be more in there. Nope. Okay, and we got the second one. More loot. Nothing special, nothing special. And no relics or artifacts, but that's okay. The one issue we're running into right now is we don't have any food. So we're gonna have to try all this a second time. As soon as I get to a safe area, we can teleport out, get some food, and travel twice to get here. There's a solid chance this will kill us, so let's just play it safe. No, didn't die. We haven't eaten for a few days, but we didn't die. I wonder if this place reset. As soon as we drop off this statue, we're going to see if this place reset. A lot of the best loot is here in these chests. So if we can get a little bit more, it'd be really nice. A few thousand gold, possibly artifacts and relics. Didn't reset. But we can go back to Blackshire. First things first, fill the packs. We're gonna need that. And is there a scholar walking around here? Doesn't look like it. There's a gate master. Well, that's alright. Sleep for a day. We need to go find a scholar and identify all this gear. So Watermaster. There we go. And Twillin can stay young forever. We get a few thousand gold. A regular longsword. Do we have... Well, let's see if we can get all this repaired. No. We can get repaired in just a second. I don't need this repaired too. That identified. Move this back over. There we go. This needs to be identified, and it's going to be a pretty solid bow, I'd imagine. Oh, we got a relic. See? That relic... I can't remember what it does off the top of my head. I want to say it has shielding on it, meaning we take half damage from missile attacks. I know it's expensive. Repair. And the crossbow's back up. So Pup Queen is solid. But we need a scholar and a little bit more loot. The more loot you need to identify, the more economical it is. So let's see if we can get a little bit more loot before we identify all these things. Few level ups. And it is August 1st. Alright, so that's a big upgrade right there. Air can stay as it is. That's not a big deal. Learning will be fine. Body is squared away. Dark magic. I have spirit over here. That's all we need from right there. One dark master. I'll have to pump some points in a meditation too. But we can start working on dark magic. You can pick up the expert for that. So the shrine this month is going to be fire, which we can open back up Prima's guidebook and figure out where fire is. Fire is in I don't remember what page it is. It's gonna be under important quests. So fire is in Craigspire. It's not gonna be hard to get to with fly, but we're gonna have to make 2 trips to actually get there. But for right now, we'll pick up dark magic. And we'll pick up dark magic for you two. So to become a master in dark magic, you need 12 points in it and notorious. Notorious is pretty easy to get, but it's hard to get light master because of it. Getting from notorious back to a decent reputation is pretty simple. You just donate to some churches, and that's why we're holding on to this shield. We get a lot of reputation for that. And so we get notorious, donate a little bit, turn the shield and a few other quests in, and that's going to get us back up to the highest reputation, saintly, which will let us get light magic. So we're going to have that shield for a little while, and we need to level up a few times so that we can go straight through, get expert, then master in light magic, and we'll be okay. Because then we have both at master level. You can soft lock yourself out of saintly reputation, and if you do that, you're more or less done for. I think you get a little bit of reputation from the monthly... Wrong button. Ooh, wrong button again. A little bit of reputation for the monthly bounty hunts. But not a lot. Town portal. Yes, town portal works. So now we don't need the gate master anymore. And it's going to be in our best interest to pick up a few people. The teacher is the lower level of an instructor who gives us more experience. And then it's the factor that's the upgraded version of finding money. So having 2 of them with you at all times multiply over the long run. The factor is going to balance it out and effectively pay for the instructor. Oh, let's repair. And Castle Stone. Okay. So once you have the 2 of them, you make the same amount of money as if you had nobody, but it's like you have a lot more. Well, that's a duper. Could be useful. You make the same money as if you had nobody, but you're getting more experience. Probably need to go ahead and get these identified, but not yet. Next thing on the list, Chime of Harmony. Prince of Thieves is the next one. That's a pretty easy one. The Prince of Thieves is one of the main quests. Let me find who we're looking for, just right here somewhere. Yeah. Well, there's a banker. 20% bonus. Let me open the guidebook one more time. It said factor, but it might be the banker. So in the book we have pros and cons of NPCs in your party, page 244. 241, I'm sorry. The instructors, the upgraded version, and the banker. These are not alphabetical. Okay, so the banker is better than the factor. So we're going to be taking Jenny the Banker. Oh, well. That's not good. Okay. We can go donate to a church real fast. Come right back. One donation puts us at average, and that should be good enough. That was Jenny. Oh. Well, that's strange. So let's donate one more time. That should put us at respectable. Perfect. Respectable is the highest you can go by donating. You don't get many benefits out of it. But once you start turning all the quests in, it's... Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to be getting Jenny. Her loss. Not a second one. This was the Mystic, the Quartermaster, Follower Ba, Duper. Merchant. Expert in play. We already have that. Okay. No huge loss there. But we will be making a little bit less money and experience. Okay, I'm not seeing any. It's unfortunate. Another merchant. Potter. Teacher. Squire. Are we a sword expert? We are. Yeah, no luck here at the NPC. Oh, there's a factor, but we don't need a factor. I need an instructor and a banker. That's fine. Now we go to the Prince of Thieves. And he is to the west. Somewhere around here there should be an entrance to the sewer. You just have to talk to enough people and eventually one will come up. One of these. There's a longer building on the north side of town that we can use. This one. This is a pretty big dungeon, but we're going to do our very best not to spend a lot of time in here. Should just have to go west as far as possible, and it will spit us out where we're trying to go. There's a key in one of these, I think. Ah, there it is. This is the sewer key. Our way... Oop. On the way out, we should be able to get that locked door. That locked door that we just passed. Just had to hit him a few times. This is a very mid-level dungeon. Not horribly hard. So far of everything we've fought, these are probably up there with some of the strongest mobs. They have ranged attacks, and they have the hit points. So, not the easiest things, but we're getting close to the point where we're fighting things that is actually on our level. At first, we were fighting a lot of stuff well below our level. Goblins and followers of Ba are basically jokes. Acolytes, they're distinctively stronger. They all have ranged attacks, they all have more hit points. Just generally more difficult. Looks like about 30 hit points. Gotta get rid of action economy. If we have somebody go down, we might have to retreat for 1 second. Ah, we got this. I don't think I gave Hades enough credit whenever we found it. Oh. Well. We still have enough hit points. The Paladin getting body magic up to master is probably going to be a solid move too. So the point of having the knight in the party, I prefer knights. Oh, shoot, I don't want to fight them. The point of having the knight in the party was so that we have that big stash of hit points, and so when everybody else is down, we still have one character. And then it's usually going to be just enough to escape whatever we're doing. It's not in the right place. We don't need to go in there. We got one down. Rats. There's probably something to be said that an archer might potentially be better than a knight, given that they have the teleport abilities and a bigger health pool than any other caster type, because the archer is a battle mage. Trash heap, that's gonna poison us if we touch it. Here it is. Right here. And we found the Prince of Thieves. It's a maze. This room is incredibly glitchy. Low level loot. Capture the prince. And this could potentially go badly. So, yeah. Well, it didn't work. We're still okay, though. We can rest in here. There we go. There's some broken gear again. Move those over. Consolidate some of this. There we go. Well, we have a lot of broken gear. Not ideal, but not a big problem. Oops. So we can kill 1 or 2 more things. There we go. And now we can town portal the white cap. In just a second, we're going to be flying. Factor, we don't need that. So we need to fly in that direction, southeast. And that's going to be one of the main quests that we have to do. The Harpies, I don't want to deal with them. I still hate Harpies. So this is what I'm talking about, where Harpies can get a little bit deadly. They have the ability to curse you, meaning you won't... There we go. All set. Now we might fail casting a couple of times, and if we're in a pretty bad situation and cursed, we can't escape that situation. Also, there's a banker. 20% bonus in all gold. So we're halfway there. Oh shoot. No. Harpy Witch. I guess we're fighting. These are high level enemies. Probably supposed to be fighting them in your 20s. Master Disarm. Definitely don't need that. Spell failed. Well, let's give it a second. There we go. Use Orbicle first. It's the cheapest place to fix ourselves. And we need the Scholar. Okay. Scholar will be right over here. These enemies should have reset too, shouldn't they? Nice. So let's go and pick up this chest. The more gear we have to identify, the more value we get out of having the Scholar. So in a perfect world, you would have an inventory full of loot needing to be identified. And you would just pay 500 and have everything identified. Nothing. Now for the interesting stuff. Nothing. Boo, that's good. Cold resistance and endurance. I think 3 spell points is going to be better than cold resistance. Upgrade on the crossbow. That's good. Ring, not a great sword. It's a good dagger. That's not very useful. Endurance, we can use that. And we hit a breakpoint. There we go. Great helmet. And fantastic armor. Should drop a breakpoint. We lose 1 damage, but we're gaining a lot of speed. So our attack recovery. See, our attack recovery time is 102. Nice. This dagger is going to do a lot more damage, but we're going to want to hang on to at least one of those. Big upgrade on the Kevlar. And we can keep trading gear off a little bit. There we go, some more upgrades. Oh, and ages. Immune to flesh to stone, shielding, plus luck, minus a little bit of speed. So it's a good thing we found that speed shield. But I don't think you're going to be the one using it. You can have ages. Then I'm going to pass this shield on to you. And that is set. Perfect. You can go back home. Gotta go sell some of this gear now. Nope. Sell. All right. We only need one of these daggers. We can start enchanting things though. So it's probably gonna be good if we start collecting things that we can enchant. You can't enchant every single item, but the mid-tier and up items you can, and that's gonna be useful. So we can enchant both of those, so we should probably hang on to them. Any magic rings and amulets are gonna help us out. Alright. Now to the Guild of Water, see if we can get that enchant. Respectable now. Did we turn a quest in? We need to deactivate those things soon. Being fireball shot at us isn't usually a good move. Lloyd's Beacon is still on the hit list. We should probably go ahead and pick that up. We'll pick it up now. But we won't need it just yet. No enchant though. Oop. Maybe over in Mist we can find it. Let's try Mist. Ah, enchant, there we go. There's a few different people in the game that'll tell you when it's a good time to enchant. Midnight, noon, solstices, those kind of things. Oh, that's garbage. I can't prove that those are actually good times to enchant things. I'm willing to believe it, sort of, but I tried it one time and didn't notice anything different. So I'm inclined to say that it's just a placebo type deal. It's in-game, and if you talk to people in-game, you can usually, well, this is lore type things, but that's useful information. If you were trying to find out where that is, there you go. Now you know where to learn those skills. Everybody's pretty relevant to whatever they are. A quartermaster, semi-relevant, an expert trainer. We don't need that, but well, it's actually two. Oh, time at 2 for 1. Let's get this stuff repaired. Back in good condition. I'm gonna keep hanging on to those points, and it's only August 2nd. And we said that we needed to go to Craigspire. Well, we need to go to Castle Iron Fist first. Let's see if we can go to Castle Iron Fist. No. Iron Fist is here, and we travel just a little bit to the side. Usually there's a Goblin King over there. I don't know where he is though. A little bit of gold. Later on, this will be an exploit where we'll be able to identify all of our own stuff. Every year in game time, you're able to pick up the horseshoes again. And it would take a good bit of horseshoes, but if we were able to get all of them and just get them on loop, then we would have... Oh, actually, there we go. Looking for both of those. If we got them on loop enough, we would be able to max out whatever skills we wanted without affecting our investment in dark magic. Because getting dark magic as high as possible, probably 40 to 60. There we go, fire. Now we can teleport over to Blackshire and travel north. Getting it to 60 will be ideal, because once we have 60, and then we stack on the, I think it's E-Grain. It's an artifact that doubles the effectiveness of your dark spells. Once we do that, then it's like having 90 or 120 or whatever it is. It might be 50% more powerful, but either which way, it's so much more powerful that your scrap metals, your Armageddons, do such an insane amount of damage that you don't need anything else. We're going to switch to blasters just to keep things easy and simple, but you don't even need it. A point blank scrap metal at that point is going to be dealing 2,800 damage, which can one-shot, I'm pretty sure, everything in the entire game except for Q. Oh. Pretty solid stuff. Oh, that might be Conan. Oh, 2 relics. Well, that's some good luck, but it's also not why we're here. So an artifact is, there are magic items come in, I guess, 3 varieties. Standard magic items, whatever power level it is. Relics, well, artifacts are better than relics, in my personal opinion. So what an artifact does is pure bonus. It's just a good weapon, and that's ideal. There's no downside to it, like a relic. Relics have some type of downside to it, and that's not really ideal, but it's, oh shoot, there we go. So, for relics like this one, you lose speed, or for the sword, negative regen, which isn't ideal. Typically, they're balanced in a way where the relics' good sides outweigh the, the cons. We don't even need to waste that 5 days, do we? We just need to go to... honestly, I want to know what these items are. One's Conan, so that's going to be vendor trash. And the other one was an amulet. That might be Hera. Hera isn't bad. I think you lose intelligence, but you gain personality, spell points, and the self magics. So that's going to mean we're casting our heals about 50% stronger. Oh, that's Hercules. Conan, no, I'm sorry, I meant Hercules. Conan's an axe. That's a really, well, we actually could use that. Because that might be able to get us Excalibur. Might. A death mace. Move all these over. The wicked mace isn't a very good weapon. We can enchant both of these, so we're going to, because that could be an upgrade. Hammer, blood dagger, ring of might, that's good. And it's Hera. And I had him confused again. Hit points, spell points, luck, lose personality. Well, only one person that can use that. Because personality doesn't matter for our sorcerer. So this is all benefit. They need the spell points. Typically you want the health somewhere else, and luck's not terribly important. But if we put it on him, Injar is negative 33 personality, so basically the same IRL. But big benefits. He might even have the most hit points now. He does, and by a wide margin. So congrats, Injar. There you go. So next on the list... Did we get this rock? We did. We can get rid of him. We don't need a scholar. We don't want to keep him in the party, just because he's easy to find, and then he would take some of the money that we would be getting, and we're going to be needing that money later on. That's trash. We need to enchant those. Something good? Something good. Regenerate spell points over time. Much better than accuracy. And we have a amulet? An amulet, yeah. 10 spell points. Anybody could use that. We're going to be giving that to Pup Queen. Cold resistance, not the best. It's not bad, but anything that has a niche use, like specific resistances, except in high quantities, is going to get outweighed by anything that's more generically useful. Well, that could actually get us a little bit more. So let's see here. Don't need that, don't need that. We can enchant that though. So we may as well. Accuracy will oh shoot. More accuracy. And give the rest to Pup Queen. She needs some nice rings. Hercules we're going to hang on to for just a minute. I don't know if that's going to be enough strength. Teacher. Missionary. Serf. Move shader. I don't know. It takes a lot of strength to get Excalibur. We tried to pull that... we tried to pull Excalibur out of the sword on Alamos's Island, the North Islands. That's... I don't need that. But we weren't able to. Typically, you can use a Lloyd's Beacon and... Oh, that's the wrong one. Typically, you can use a Lloyd's Beacon and the testing hall up there. So you just, you know, use the Day of the Gods, pull it from the stone, and you're all set. But we don't have that. Alright. Banker's still good. And up next, Sacred Chalice. That's going to be the next important thing we're doing. The Sacred Chalice is going to go ahead and make Pup Queen and Serena more powerful. And that dungeon shouldn't be terribly hard. We're going to give it our very best try. No, we need a few more levels. The biggest thing we could do to increase our odds at doing that correctly, because monks have a lot of hit points and powerful spells, so they're not low level by any means. It's a quest you should theoretically be doing probably in your 30s. If we had shrapnel to where I want it to be already, we would be a lot better off. So maybe we're just gonna do an easier quest, but we also don't have much time left today. So we're gonna clear out some trash, level up a little bit, and then allocate some skill points. And this dungeon over here is going to be the next one. We're going to get the XP for doing the dungeon, and then follow on XP for turning in the quest. Or the obelisks, whichever one is going to be more interesting. Go and figure out which obelisks we still need. We've been good about picking them up every time we go to a new map. So we shouldn't need many more. And that's the obelisk is one of those things that with a flight master you can do at level 1. We don't even have light magic yet, do we? Light and dark magic are both important. Dark magic's definitely more important. But once you have your light magic around the same level that we have our dark magic, your Day of the Gods and Hour Power are going to become so strong that you're getting plus 50s on, I think, almost literally everything, which is the highest breakpoint. Once you hit 500 in a stat, you can't increase any further. So as long as you maintain your Day of the Gods and Hour Power, you're basically invincible forever. Also, we're going to attempt to kill these monks, because that would be a little bit more interesting. And we got a ring. Yes. The circus might be in town, but we don't have the funds for that just yet. The circus, I think I may have talked about this before, but the circus, you can get items out of it ultimately, because you get the, you get rewards, and then those rewards add up. Each one is 1, 3, or 5 points. You add those up to 30 and turn them in, you get a pyramid that you can turn in Abdul's village, where we put that very last statue today. And then you get very, very high level gear out of it. So if we had infinite money, and we were able to just do a Lloyd's Beacon loop, or just, you know, walk it out, we would be able to start the game with pretty much as much gear as you want to have. If you want a fully decked out character, you can do that. But that's also assuming money and time both aren't factors. Yeah, electric, we're about to take damage. That's fine. We got this obelisk for sure. No, not here. We need to rest for tonight. So the Temple of the Fist is to the northwest from here. It's a small island. No, that's it right there. We need to clear out right here. It might take a couple of attempts to do it, but ultimately it'll be worth it. The Archmage upgrade quest is pretty difficult, so that's going to be put off for a while. And then the Paladin upgrade quest is... the first one is to... rescue a damsel in distress. I don't remember where the damsel in distress is. I think it's in the Silver Cove outpost, so that's not a hard thing to do. It's just actually going to do it. That dungeon's mildly long. Not terribly hard. There's monks, swordsmen, and brigands in there. 2 of the 3 can break your gear, and actually I think all of them can break your gear. I think monks can. But it's not an easy dungeon. Temple of the Sun. This is the right one. Okay, Master Monk. Another Master Monk. Our weekend. We can probably just run past all these guys. We more than likely don't need to fight them. Well, where there's the 2 relics. Yeah, okay. Round 2. Let's try that one more time. Club. There it is. Grab the loot. And Lloyd's Beacon to Whitecap. You're supposed to fight everybody in there, plus as a Minotaur. We're not going to be doing that because we're not strong enough to do any of those things. But we can just take it and run. They won't know the difference. I hope they don't. We're also going the wrong direction again. Passing by all the Harpies. Curses. Yep, there it is. Our status effects are really stacking up now. That's okay, because we're about to have a Chalice. Or, I mean, High Priest. Ah, shoot. That's my bad. We're going to be here for a second. After we turn this quest in, that's where we're going to be calling it for the day. I have a few things to take care of. But, okay. Free Haven. We have to cure ourselves anyway. There we go. And the Chalice is gone? Yes. The Chalice is almost certainly going to give us a lot of... sell those. A lot of reputation. There's going to be more that we can get, so it's not going to be a big loss, and I'm willing to take that hit. But in a perfect scenario, you would have light magic, very literally as soon as possible. We're just not doing that. Oh no. What we need is Archmage. We can run through most of that dungeon too and just pick that up really fast. We don't need to kill everything, because XP pretty soon will basically not be a thing. Sailor. High Priest. There we go. And there we go. Now we have, well, still a Paladin, but another upgrade quest done. And I lied. We are going to be getting ourselves healed before we call it for the day. It won't take too long, but we need to get that done, just so we can start clean next time. Heal across the board. Didn't get too much, but that is going to be that for the day. Just a quick little bit of progress. Alright, so that's that.